Hey guys, Verdier back again. Well, you can see I'm wearing my Cabela's Club hat, mostly because I'm too lazy to brush my hair this morning. It's my day off and I want to chill and sleep. And it also proves that Cabela will take anyone into their club, even me. Well, we're going to get back to a more standard video. I was working on the radio for a while there. That's very specific to certain types of people and doesn't get that many views. Whatever. But this is the beginning of a multi-part series until I run out of ideas and things, of what I will call weirdness, wish lists, and what the fucks on the Honda Insight. Obviously, this is going to upset some people. Some people have their egos wrapped into a car. Hopefully not too many of you get too upset. It's all in fun. Most of us love this car very much, but I am not a shill, and there have been a lot of complaints, and people like to complain. That's just the way it is. And it's actually kind of fun pointing out all the wish lists and things we wish were different in the car. Some things are just weird. The car does weird things, and some things are really ridiculously stupid, which we will call, in my opinion at least, what the fucks. Again, it's all in fun, and it's also for people to know about what there is with this car and what there isn't. If you guys have any ideas of things that I don't mention, please put them in the comments or email me at verdier400@gmail.com. And I will try to add them in if they're not already a part of the list, because I got several things, all pre-filmed, so it might seem a little disjointed at times. Also, to preempt all the people who are going to cuss me out for doing this video, I'm going to let you have your attack right now in this video right here.
Other side of the wall for you.
All right. Now that I've been chastised properly, and the reason I play that video is because an interesting situation came up on the forums. A certain individual, I don't remember your name, I wouldn't say your name anyway, I'm not out to cause trouble, apparently got sick and tired of hearing all the complaints. It just tipped them over and they got angry, and they wrote that they were sick and tired of it, and that it's a Honda, not a, I don't know what they said, but I'd say like a Rolls Royce or something like that. For some of us, this is a Rolls Royce. That's the most I'll ever be able to afford in a cool car. I mean, except my Ford Fusion, but that's a lease. And I don't have any problem with you being upset about it. I mean, if a person thought maybe he'd get banned for it, you're not going to get banned for it. I believe in free speech. You don't like something? You don't like it. Say it. That's fine. You can even be a little mean, It's okay. But hopefully this video, we're not going to run it too long. We're going to cut it into multiple parts. Will be more to the liking of what you guys are looking for. And don't worry, there will be a video later on why we love our Honda Insights. So, without further ado, here we go. The next thing we're going to discuss, and you're looking at it right now, is the hood of the Honda Insight. A lot of discussion has gone on about this thing. Look at the Honda. It's a beautiful car. It does not look like a hybrid. It gets great gas mileage. But there are things they have to do to keep the weight down. And part of it was using a lot of aluminum. And they did it in the hood. And the hood does come off as feeling very flimsy. With that flimsiness comes a very interesting aspect of it. When you drive past trucks on the highway at high speeds or high winds, sometimes it can get like a little bit of a shudder. It's not really all that much, and unless you're staring at it, if you're staring at it, it'll make you feel weird. But if you're not looking at it, you're just driving like normal, you're never going to notice it, and the hood seems perfectly fine. It doesn't look like it's going to move an inch. It seems safe, but it is an oddity of this car. It is a necessary evil in order to keep the car's weight down and to increase gas mileage. But this one has been a point of contention. It also leads to the fact that you have to make sure that you slam the hood down by letting it go. Don't push it down because you'll tend to put a dent in it. The nice thing is being aluminum tends to pop right back up, so it's not a big deal. Well, that is another oddity of this car. We're now going to videotape something else that's kind of a more of a wish list and kind of a strangeness. I don't ride in the backseat of my car. I don't have a lot of friends. I don't have anybody who's going to ride in the backseat of my car, so I don't really care. From what I've been told and what I've seen, I believe the Japanese version has vents back here so people can have some air blowing on them from back there. Now, granted, this is not a huge car. It cools down fine without it. But why there are no vents back there? At the very least, maybe a couple of USB chargers, or if nothing else, a cigarette plug so you can hook on a USB charger. To me, that's just simple ergonomics, an ergonomic idea, and I think it's just a way to keep the price down and so forth. But quite frankly, come on, guys, give us at least a USB port. I mean, I can understand no vent, but come on, a USB port at least. Weird. Next, we're going to get into something a little different also. This would, to me, is part of the safety features. We've got a mirror here and a mirror there. Wow, 2 mirrors. Isn't that amazing? On this car, you have a lane view camera on that mirror. Very nice. You take the car, put it reverse, and you can see. Oh, I'm not sorry. Not reverse, sorry. Stupid me. See, this is what happened. Say you're in drive. You left turn, and you get a nice view back there along with lines, show you general distance of how far away cars are. Very cool little system. I don't particularly like it, but it works. What I don't understand is if they're going to put something like that over there, why the hell not put it over here? And if they're not going to put that, at least put a some other form of passive oh my God. This is what happens when you have brain damage. Blind spot detection. Some kind of blind spot detection. Blind spot alert. In fact, I would prefer blind spot alert on both sides. They have it on the Accord. If on the Touring, they're going to give you the camera on one side, they could give me blind spot on this side. Sure, I could always do this. Look, what's behind me? Oh, no car. Dudes, I do that anyway. But blind spot monitoring is nice to have, and it should be on this car. Or a camera on both sides. Personally, I would prefer blind spot monitoring because, especially on this side, because on this side, I'm still going to look over my shoulder because faster traffic is supposed to come from that side, and it's better. This is another weird design idea on this car that makes no sense to me. But it is what it is, and we just deal with it. Let's fix it. Since we're now on the inside, we'll go into another, I don't know if we call it a quirk. I guess we can call it a quirk, but it's also a problem. They changed to this new system, and the new system is good. We like it. It also crashes a lot. Well, I don't know if a lot is fair enough. But I've had this car for quite a while now. I don't know, coming on 6-7 months? There's been no updates, no repairs. I've had 7 or 8 crashes. I have no idea why. It just goes blank, or it freezes, or some of my gauges in here stop working for a little while. Once I had it set to where normally the volume goes from 0 to 40. Instead, all of a sudden, it would only go from 1 to 10, and you couldn't raise or lower the volume, so I stuck on volume until I shut off the car, waited a few minutes, and then did it. Most of the crashes are not majorly severe. They just involve a couple of minutes while the system reboots and it works again. But I think it needs to be fixed. So I'm not putting this quite into what the fuck because it's still a pretty new system. But this is a major annoyance and it has to be fixed. So Honda, fix this. It's annoying.
God, I'm walking here. I'm walking here. Up yours, you son of a bitch. You don't talk me that way. Get out of here.
Right now, we are looking at what we call the parking sensors. This is an option. I believe you can get it on the EX as well. You probably even get it on the LX, but I'm not 100% sure. Maybe not, because it has a different screen on it. But definitely, you should be able to get it on the EX and, of course, the Touring models. It is a very expensive option, which is very useful, especially to me being in a garage, a small garage. And it's great. So why am I complaining about it? Well, aside from the fact that I think it should come with the Touring, I can understand why it doesn't. They want to differentiate from the Accord. But in my opinion, the big problem with this is that if you're going to make people buy parking sensors, you should add a cross-traffic alert sensor to it too. Why is there no cross-traffic alert sensor? I don't think this should be a super extra thing, especially since you're making the parking sensors extras. There should be a cross-traffic alert capability.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Very important. This is a weird move on Honda's part. Obviously, it has to do with money and so forth. I don't know if there's cross-traffic on the Accord. I haven't looked closely, but there should be cross-traffic available as a choice in this aspect. Cross-traffic is pretty darn important, especially when you're selling a car with a lot of safety features. So cross-traffic, big miss. Okay, guys, that's the end of part 1. Please feel free to send at verdier400@gmail.com any ideas that you think are weird, wish lists for the car, or what the fucks. Send them to me, or you can leave them in the comments. I will, of course, note if it's a user contribution or not. I'm not really going to use the user's name because I'll never remember, and there are going to be so many people. I don't want any fighting. If you see something that you did contribute, and I don't put user contributed, it means I already filmed it before you even sent it in, and it was already my idea to begin with. So, well, yeah, I just don't want anyone to get offended. But please, feel free to send it in. I hope you enjoyed the video, and there'll be more to come. There's plenty more to show. Take care. Have a good night.